So I'm just about to put in my ICF blocks above the glulam beam that we put in on Saturday, and I thought I'd shoot a quick little video to kind of show you some of the details of how I dry set the glulam beam. And I say dry set because there's basically two ways to put in glulam beams. There's either putting it in after you've already poured your concrete or before your concrete. And I've actually done it both ways on the 5 stories of this 48 foot tall ICF house that I'm building. So down on the very first level, I actually did it where I poured the concrete first and put in boxes and other stuff to make it so that the glulam beam could go in. But I've found that since then that it's a lot easier to just go ahead and dry set it. So one of the things that you'll need to do is make sure that that you have an open space to drop the glulam beam in. So you can see I'm able to actually put it in pretty far. So let me show you it up here. And so I still leave a spot for my rebar to go across, but that's a good 4 inches, and my structural engineer only requires 3 inches, so going a little bit above and beyond. And then what we do is when we do pour it, we vibrate around it so that it's able to consolidate around this beam. And then the blue stuff that you see is actually a blue polymer paint that is waterproof, 900% elastic, etc. And so that will protect the glulam beam until the concrete has totally set up. And then I also I wrote on there, don't know if you can see it, said save this piece, because this is the piece that I actually cut out. And so I'll be able to slide that in. I'll be able to put my next row of block on top. Now here's another crucial detail, and that is because I did cut this particular webbing right there, and then I don't know if you can see it, but I also had to cut the piece of web below and the piece of web below that. So there's 3 webs that are cut so that the glulam beam can be dry set in. And so if you look down here, number one, you can see that's a long ways down, but you can see that I put some 2x4 bracing on the outside so that I don't have bulges or blowouts. But yeah, I personally prefer it. It's a lot easier to set the glulam beam. I don't know if you can see it, but that's basically 72 feet of glulam beam in 2 pieces. So it worked really nice with the crane to dry set it rather than trying to figure out some way to put it in at an angle after it was already poured. So hopefully